Okie doke.
Oh, Victor is here.
Oh, Victor's here. Oh, sorry, Victor. Hey.
Your mic is off.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you guys.
Hey, Victor.
Sorry for joining
Victor,
in late.
please start us off. Here. Let's see.
Like,
This one. This one. So, as I mentioned, um, oh, Victor, I added yours too, okay? Um,
all right.
so,
Thanks.
as I mentioned, they're all in a random order, and also, I didn't want to like get too stuck on who added which idea. I just wanted to. Um, can I make it a little bigger?
No, that's enough, I guess. Yeah, that's better. Yeah,
Is this good?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And yeah, so our goal, we just want to figure out which ones to do in the next month. So that's like that's going to be like, 3 or 4 things we can do. Uh, I won't be working on this that much. I'll be mainly working on the other backend stuff and the stuff that we already know we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, um, for anyone else is welcome to pick up these things. Akhilesh is the boss.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, um, debate. I don't
Um,
any method.
um, yeah, I think the very first one and the easiest one out of the ones that we are seeing here would be um, the ability to add terminal context in case of error.
Oh, where is it?
The
The
bottom of the list.
Yeah, the ability to add. Oh, no. It was right
You
at this.
scrolled past it
That,
already.
yeah,
The last one I can
yeah,
see
that
now.
that it is. Yeah,
Yeah, that.
that would be the easiest one in my opinion.
Okay, got it. Now that might be the. What do you mean by easiest? Does that mean it's the best one? The the best
Yeah,
one?
yeah, it could be the best one. Yeah, just because first one it's easy to implement, and
Okay.
then the second one it's really useful as well in case of
Okay.
there is any
Mhm.
error and like build errors or anything when we actually click on the run button, because every error that we see will be in the terminal anyways. So
Sure.
that's why.
Sure. I'm down with that. Anyone else have any thoughts?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I totally agree
I
with that.
could. Yeah, it's a useful feature.
And then I think, I mean, if we actually um, but first we do need to figure out if we, I mean, in order to actually implement the tool call support. Currently, we're actually calling the APIs directly, right? Let me see. We have the
Oh
routes.
yeah, this came up last week, Akhilesh, and
Huh.
it looks like you're using Anthropic API.
Yeah. We're using an Anthropic API for this, and we're actually um, calling it directly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it would be easier if we use some kind of SDK.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah,
So
it
does
would make
Burhan
yeah.
agrees.
I mean, it
I
would
agree.
make easier for us to actually give support of multiple LLM providers.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm down to use Versal AI SDK actually, because first of all
Yeah.
it's open source, and second it's really easy to integrate.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So, what do you guys think about that?
That would be great because uh, That checks the ability to use multiple LLM. That's one of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
suggestion in the doc,
Hmm.
and it is actually a good user experience in my opinion.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I think we mentioned this last time, but I think it has like great integration with Next.js, and it comes with
yeah,
hooks
Yeah,
and everything. So I think that would be like good developer experience for us.
yeah, yeah. DX is also good. And we
that's right.
also just integrated this into stuff that I'm working on at Tambo. So it's and and based on what I worked off there with Versailles SDK, it seemed really easy to integrate. So it would, and also the it's really the simplest as well. So it would also make our code base really simple as well, and refactoring would be easy. So with this, we
Awesome.
can also check off the multiple LLM providers suggestion.
Yeah, we would still have to implement the UI for the LLM providers,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it would probably do half of the work.
yeah. The UI part would be easy, yeah, I think.
Now, OpenRouter also provides access to a ton of LLMs, right?
Yeah, open router
Yeah.
is also an option.
Okay. Anything else?
Um, yeah, I mean, this was all with the multiple LLM provider support from me at least. And with this as well, it would be easier to for us to actually integrate tools that we are talking about, like web search and other tools like for GitHub and listing directories tools like that, and potentially MCP if we ever get at that point.
Okay. Cool.
Um, yeah. So yeah, so I think these are the order of things with these two issues will be features will be first to integrate Versailles SDK and then the context, because it might change how we are calling the APIs till this point, and after integration of this, it would maybe it would be different for the context and everything. So
Hey, why don't we just go one by one so that we could cover everything?
Okay.
yeah, we can do that as well.
If we um, if we go one by one, um,
Yeah.
then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 20, 22. Um, then we have to go really fast through each item.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll be here for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, so these are the two things from me. And then what do you guys think about the rest? I mean, I have some ideas, but if anyone wanna go first.
Do you guys want to go through them one by one?
Yeah, I think that would be best. Just to
Okay.
skim through them,
Okay.
then we'll
So,
decide which is
uh
most important.
okay. So the first one, oops, automatic, automatic duplicate code detection.
I'm not
Never
really
seen.
sure what that means.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Um, generates documentation for the code base. Um,
I think
I
Yeah.
uh-huh.
I think that should be something like maybe should be possible should the AI chat. So just add the context of the whole code base, and you could generate a readme or something.
Yeah,
Possible through AI chat, and then there is also a CLI tool that I also came across, which is called Zendocs. So
Zendocs, okay.
yeah, so it's basically a CLI tool which we can use to generate documentation site which launches through localhost. So we can probably take inspiration from that, and then build something of our own in the editor. It might not be available online somewhere, but I have.
Wait, so would Zendoc generate a whole page or just a readme?
So Zendoc is basically not README, but the whole documentation site. It
Okay.
builds the site on Astro. Um,
All right.
I'll share the repo if I can find it. I mean, I actually came across when I was participating in an
I
hackathon.
think I just found it. Yeah. I'm
just
gonna drop it in the chat.
just remember, guys. There's 22 items on this list. If you spend 3 minutes discussing each one, we still have an hour left in the meeting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, true, true, true. Now let's
Yeah.
move to the next then.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think this is not the one, but I'll send you the link.
Okay.
And then ability to switch to a CLI tool, Cloud Core, Gemini CLI. I mean, this is definitely possible, but first we'll have to figure out the. I mean, there are bugs in the backend file syncing with the file managers. So if that is seamless, then Cloud Core and Gemini CLI would work. I mean, it would definitely work because we are essentially running it in the container, but then
Yeah.
real-time updates would be kind of a pain in the ass. So,
Yeah, true.
and
So I don't know
then
if you ever decide to run this, probably need to still work with the socket connection to like sync the file structure, the content of the
yeah,
file to the
yeah,
file tree.
yeah, and
Okay.
they should be syncing live while Cloud Core or
Live.
Gemini CLI
Mm-hmm.
is generating code and editing
Yeah.
things.
True.
Yeah, so that's that. And then ability to run terminal commands from AI chat. That could be easier one actually. We can actually
Mm-hmm.
do this because that's
Yeah.
basically creating a socket connection and then I mean
And
I've
then running the code.
yeah, so that's easier, relatively easier. So you can actually mark that, Jeeves. And then show buttons to skip apply changes selectively per file. Yeah, that's already planned, and we had an MVP for this, but it was not that good. I mean, it was just an MVP, so we need to actually implement that. So yeah, that is already planned. And then AI autocomplete. I'm not sure about this one though. Um, so if anyone has any ideas of that, then yeah, I'll need to do a little bit of research on that for AI autocomplete.
Okay.
Hmm. In theory, it's quite simple, but I don't know how it would be in practice.
Yeah, I mean, in theory it is, but I'm just like really thinking about how we would actually integrate that with the Monaco editor and sync that based on the keyboard events and stuff like that. So it might need a little bit of research first.
Well, every editor, every open source editor that's doing autocomplete with LLMs is also using Monaco. So, so I think that must be well, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, after I
It's
can do
good.
some research about that, then I can be so sure about that. So probably after the initial three issues, we can pick that up. And then unit tests based on the code. Um, yeah, that could be also done. But then we but then we need to also think about with this one that it would be a feature of the AI chat. I mean, we can definitely do this with the AI chat as well. So it does not have to be a separate thing,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. And then ability to use different LLM providers, that again is solved with Vercel AI SDK integration. Um, then automatically edit multiple files when necessary is again, we need to think about the uh, implementation here. If I mean, when we want to use the automation with the socket events, or we want to actually use tool calls for this.
Yeah. To clarify a little bit, that one was more about the editor than the AI.
Oh,
Um,
oh, okay, okay.
because we actually already the AI actually already writes multiple files.
Yeah, yeah,
So the question is, the the blocker right now is that the editor can't show that.
yeah. That is true.
Works already in AI chat as MP, but not in editor.
Yeah. Okay. And then to support web search. Yeah, that would be also possible with the Vercel AI integration. Um, and we would need to actually figure out the web search tool, which could be easier with because we already have a lot of editors who already do that. So, we might need to do a little bit of research of that, but possible. And then tools for context, list directory, list files when needed. The users need to add context. Yes. So this is again falls into the tool calls um, area. So after we have the first tool, which will be the web search, we can then go ahead and do these ones. Um, and then open router support. Again, we decided on the Vercel SDK, right? So that could be um, yeah removed, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Well, actually, those are separate. Let me just explain.
Yeah.
So the Vercel AI STK you can provide different providers, haha,
Yes.
different LLM providers. For
Yeah.
example, OpenAI, Anthropic, um, DeepSeek. Another one would be OpenRouter.
Hmm.
But OpenRouter is a little bit different than other providers because it provides you access to even more providers.
Hmm.
So the
Yeah,
UI,
even open source models.
yeah, open source and closed source. So that's why OpenRouter, and the reason why that's why people like that is because they can use one API key. They can put $5 or $10 in OpenRouter instead of putting $5 in Anthropic, $5 in OpenAI, $5 in DeepSeek for
Mm.
credits. That's why people like it, and that's why it's the most popular provider. So yeah, you can have that and have Vercel AI SDK
Yeah.
together,
Yeah. Yeah.
but this is not harder to add than adding OpenAI by much. The hardest thing will be generating the list of models, but I'm sure there's a way to do that.
Yeah. And then also for the um, Versailles SDK will also have support for Open Router. I think so.
Well, the important thing to understand about the about AI LLM providers is that uh, now these days every single one uses basically the same format except for Anthropic.
Yeah.
So what I was saying last time is that if we had used OpenAI library instead of Anthropic, we could already integrate basically every provider, like uh,
Yeah.
yeah, like DeepSeek,
Yeah.
Gemini,
Yeah.
etc. So so basically, the only purpose to use, in my humble opinion, the only purpose of really using Vercel SDK these days, the main purpose is just so you can support Anthropic and OpenAI at the same time. Yeah,
Well, then, yeah, they can do both Open Router and AI
yeah.
SDK. Okay. And then what else? So tool call support. That yes, this is again extending the tool call issue that we had MCV, but this is a future thing. Um, and then adding folders and open tabs to context. Yes, this could be also be first issue that we can solve. Um, we
Uh,
also we already support files, and yeah, this could be really easy to do as well. And with open tabs, we could also think about I mean, when we select code, we already have a edit code function, but we can extend that function that have a add to chat button, which directly adds that specific code snippet into the chat context. So with this, we can do that, and then implement partial file editing with LLM. Can you explain this? Whoever added this?
oh, yes. Um, the current prompt doesn't really allow for it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The partial file editing. Yeah, yeah. You mean that yeah, it always returns the full file instead of
Yeah,
just giving the snippet. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I got it. Yeah. And then
And there's different ways to solve it too, but yeah, we could just pick one.
okay, and then we have quick chat. What is quick chat?
Oh yeah, quick chat.
Um, so similar to GitHub Copilot's quick chat, where you could just open up a quick chat about the current file and just have a quick chat with the AI.
But that would, I mean, I have not used the the GitHub Copilot much, but
Mm-hmm.
that could be the same thing as the AI chat.
As the AI chat, yeah,
It's
that's true.
it's just a slightly no, it's just a slightly different UI for it.
Yeah.
Uh, it kind of pops up in the middle of your screen rather than on the side.
Mm-hmm. On the
Oh,
side.
so it's like it's like we have the code editing AI edit feature, and we have like the edit and then the code snippet that it generates. Instead of that, we have a small chat. Is that what?
Yeah.
It's kind of different. You have to try it,
Oh, okay. I'll try that. I've
but
not used that
it's
yet.
it's kind of different. But it's also not like it's also basically the same
Okay.
as
Okay.
everything else.
It's new
Yeah, I think
features.
it's hard to
Yeah.
explain, so I'll just try it.
Yeah, just try it.
Okay. Okay.
Also,
Mm.
the GitHub Cop for all everyone like no one cares about GitHub Copilot anymore.
Yeah.
But I just want to say I've been using it and it's pretty good.
Oh,
Um,
really?
at least it's as good as Cursor, but it's better than like for me it's better than every VS Code extension.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Well,
can
I
Even
I use
real code.
Copilot.
Sorry, come again?
Like I use Copilot. Like I don't use Cursor.
And you like
I
it?
use the Copilot. Nah, like the subscription. I just use the student plan for now.
You like it?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I've not seen any issue with it. Maybe because I've not tried other platforms yet. Maybe that's the issue.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll give it a try.
Juan, you wanted to say something, Juan?
Sorry.
Like Juan wanted to say something before I talked.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that James said it's better than every extension that he tried. Is it like better than real code in your opinion?
Yeah. So, well, for me, it is. So, Rue Code, um, the interface is actually really bad, which is funny because it's so popular. Um, so it's not that Rue Code is bad. It's just that the interface on Copilot just feels very natural and integrated into the editor. Where the
Mm.
other ones, they feel like yeah, they feel like plugins. So
Mm.
that's for me. And all of the other extensions, like I had like UI glitching with them. Um, they don't like even when you're merging diffs and stuff. Like there's just like small things where you think like after yeah you would not expect those to be such an issue. Like for example, like they don't add maybe it's just the wrong default settings, but for example, they don't add the open file to the context.
Mm.
They don't add the currently open file to the context automatically. So it's just like a lot of small things like that,
Mm-hmm.
and that gets really annoying if you're using it for everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that
So let's move on to the next one. Different chat models like Ask Agent mode. Well, again, we need to do agent tech um, integration with this. Yeah, so kind of have a broad idea about this, but you need to do a lot of research into this as well. So, well, it might be a future thing for now. Um, and then slash commands in the chat. Well,
okay. Also, wait,
yeah, sorry, go on. Hello.
yeah, wait, my internet's bugging out. Continue.
Um, yeah, so we were at the slash commands in the chat. So again, so explain and fix. So can you give me an example of this where I read this?
Wait, what?
The slash commands. I mean, explain and fix. I mean, I got that, but
For instance, you for the input that we have in the normal code editor, where you highlight the code and you say the um, AI input. Maybe you could just like slash explain this section of code or slash fix
uh,
the bug in this section of code.
I mean,
I don't know. I
we
think
can.
having that like slash will give us ability to add like extra, I don't know, extra prompt or context behind the scene that the user might not have by
Mm,
default.
okay. And with this, actually, we can. Yeah, I was thinking about this actually. With the slash command that cursor has, we can actually like do move the files and then everything that extra context
Okay.
over to the slash commands as well. So yeah, and slash command also actually adds specific tools into the specific chat request. So well, we can have that as well. And then we have, since we have GitHub support, maybe adding tools for that in the AI chat. Yeah. So by this I meant that we can do stuff with the AI chat instead of just. I mean, if the user is logged in, then they can just do stuff with with the AI chat um, for some GitHub things like um, making a commit message or actually committing the files or stuff like that. um, Basically what we can do with the UI of the GitHub integration that we have, but with the chat, um, with the AI chat. So we can have tools for that and then just do it after the authenticating the user with the GitHub. So that was the idea here. And then automatically suggest changes in real time is suggesting changes in real time. Isn't that similar to? I mean, whoever added this, do you mean that live changes in the editor, kind of like tab, or a different thing?
Oh yeah, tab, right?
Oh, tab. Okay.
Tab,
Yeah.
tab. That's the technical term for it.
But then this is kind of an. Isn't this the duplicate idea that we had above as well, where we talked about the Monaco editor?
Yeah, I think it's the same as the autocomplete, the editor
Yeah, or the
autocomplete.
autocomplete that we had above, I think.
Well, they're different features.
Oh.
I thought that that was a tab feature.
Oh, you guys haven't? No, you guys haven't used this?
I mean, we have used the tab feature, but the above one, I thought
What
you
do you
meant
mean?
that.
Tab. Are you talking about tab or are you talking about tab?
Wait, that's different. Wait,
That's
what?
different.
No, because look, tab auto completes, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
tab, but if you're just auto completing something, you wouldn't tab, would you?
yeah, that's
No.
true.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. So the autocomplete, you mean autocomplete not with the AI? You mean the editor autocomplete?
Wait, the explain.
Yeah. So we have like with VS Code before we had all of these AI editors.
Hmm.
We had simple autocompletes like when you type in a function.
You're
If
talking
you,
about IntelliSense.
yeah, yeah.
Uh huh.
So I thought you were talking about that, but
No, no.
then
I'm
what's the
talking
difference
about.
between those two?
Oh, if
Just
you haven't. Oh, if you haven't used tab, you're gonna be amazed by this. This is the best feature in. They have it in Cursor, and this is the best feature in Cursor and um, Copilot. Um, and so what it is well, just to give you an example, like let's say I edit a variable name at the top
hmm
of the page. Maybe at the bottom of the page, it will suggest to also edit that variable name, and then you just
Wait,
hit
what?
tab. It scrolls you down, and then it makes the change.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And
I've
then
used that. Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
use
and
that
then
in Reddit.
maybe there's like 10 different changes, and you just hit tab.
Yeah.
Know
I do
this?
that every day. Yeah,
Okay, so you know what it is. It's different.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's just the autocomplete is when you're writing a code and then it suggests the thing, and then you just click tab one time, and this tab is actually multiple changes throughout the file.
Yeah, it's very different
Yeah.
if you think about it.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. If there's multiple functions in the similar multiple functions in a single file, and you make changes, let's say in the type, then it also
Yeah,
suggests to do the same thing in the next function as well, and then the next function as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
get it.
think it can even suggest things when you're not editing. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Do it with an
I
open file.
yeah. I just did that today. So yeah,
Yeah,
I exactly know what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be an extension of the autocomplete feature, I think, and could be different actually.
Yeah, I personally think you're gonna have to rethink everything.
Yeah, rethink everything.
Because
Yeah,
autocomplete, you just need to know what's on the current line, where the
yeah.
cursor is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. So these were all the features. Um, yeah. Let's just highlight what we think that we need to do first.
And
Uh,
and Burhan made a comment saying, um, maybe we could have an AI builder to create a base project using Cloud Code like Lovable Bolt, and then the user could launch that project. I wanted to add something, a base project using Cloud.
yeah.
Yeah, wait, I'm not sure if my internet's okay. Can you guys hear me?
Burhan,
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, what I meant was, if we, this is like for, in my opinion, this is for different consumers. This could be similar to what Lovable and Bolt do. Uh, you could type down whatever you want to create, and then a non-technical person would be more willing to wait for it to generate the whole thing. So the whole point of CLI tools being slow, it's like it won't be necessarily a problem for non-technical people. It
Mm.
gives you like the whole project, uh, which you could start from, and then if you are technical, you could just open that project and use it as a normal project, or you could continue using and reiterating through the CLI tool if you're okay with that. So
Yeah.
this could be like a different, this is not an AI chat feature, this is like something different, but I
Yeah.
just
This is
thought I would
the
add that.
whole different thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But actually, with this, we also need to think about I mean, as you mentioned that we can have this for non-technical users, but then the non-technical user would actually use this um, for the deployment experience, like quick deploy experience. I mean, that's what users use Lovable or the other tools like Lovable for, like just create an MVP really fast. So we will also need to have a quick deploy feature as well. So a non-technical user who does not know how to actually edit the code and do make changes into the project, they can actually do this.
Yeah, I mean, that should be a part of it.
Yeah, that should be a part of it. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, the one thing I would just say is that there are no, as far as I know, there non-coders are not using Cloud Code, right? Cloud Code is for actual developers.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. But it will be a wrapper around Cloud Code, so it will have an UI. You know what I mean? That changes
Uh,
a lot of things.
this, I mean, I haven't used Cloud Code as much as you guys, but does it have APIs? API code?
Yeah, I'm just putting out there. Maybe.
I mean, if it
Uh,
has API support, then it would be really easy. But I don't think if it's a CLI tool.
so Burhan, you're telling me that if you put a wrapper around Cloud Code, it's going to be as good as Lovable? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I think. And
Yeah.
there is no tool that actually leverages Cloud Code and builds upon that.
Yeah, there is.
There must be.
Wait, isn't the one that you recently reviewed? Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It is
no, it's
wrapper
not that
around
one.
Cloud Code. Oh,
It's
okay.
there. There is that one, but there's other ones.
I mean, yeah, they could be it,
Okay, yeah,
but
they have. Yeah, Cloud Code as SDK. Cloud Code SDK, so we can use
yeah, they
that.
do have an SDK.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, but um,
Oh, and
look at yeah.
James, your screen is not visible actually. It's
Okay.
offline.
That also opens up like more
Okay.
consumers to the product because GitWit originally is for people who know how to code. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just putting out there.
So you're saying you want to make a product that doesn't use an editor,
Yeah,
but our entire product is an editor.
I mean, yeah, yeah, that's true.
The Claudia is awesome.
So yeah, what's your experience been actually though with building with Claude Burhan?
Uh, I've used Cloud Code
Uh huh.
CLI.
Uh huh.
It works pretty well. Even if you just use the agent mode in it, it's like uh that's pretty. I think that would be relatively easier to implement and build a wrapper around. Just give it the highest level of permissions that you can give it, and then let it cook. But
No, but
the bit
what have you
yeah,
done
sorry.
with it?
I mean, I've tested it out, built projects from scratch, but not on pre-existing code bases. So
What have you
that's
built with it?
something I have built. The other day I built this like crypto charts tracking thing
Uh huh.
that it fetches the real-time data and stuff and displays what the current price is at. I did something like that. It took me like four or five prompt back and forth to get that running.
Yeah. So I think it's an interesting idea. I mean, obviously, I've been really interested in these CLI agents.
Yeah,
I don't think that building a wrapper. So there already are wrappers, like Claudia, um,
right.
and there's still not millions of people using those. So I think that's one thing that we want to figure out. My guess is that wrapping around the CLI isn't actually the main obstacle, because people who don't code can still use CLI tools. I actually don't think it's that hard. Um, you know, so I'm not sure if we need to build a wrapper just to see if people would use it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But does that make sense?
I mean, it does make sense, but uh, I'm just saying that if a non-technical person uses Cloud Code, let's say in
Hmm.
the terminal, uh, what if they, I don't know, maybe want to see what's in the code file? Like
Hmm.
we have a whole file manager UI, right? So we have everything from the terminal to the preview to the file manager sidebar. So we have a lot. We don't
Yeah.
just have, and that offers a lot more than what a terminal would, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
So that's not really a wrapper, actually. That would just be Claude Code in sync with our existing product, right?
yeah.
But it
Yeah.
would still be using the CLI, right? Or wouldn't it?
Sorry.
Would it still be using the CLI? Would it still be using the terminal to interact with it, or how would the user be interacting with it?
Uh, I mean, they don't. I see it like you could have, like, for now we have the AI chat, right? You could just be using Cloud Code behind that, you know?
Hmm.
So like they don't have to look at the terminal to do stuff, you know?
Does Claude Code stream?
What?
Does Claude Code stream? Does it stream text?
Yeah, I think it does in the Cloud Code SDK. It does.
All right. Look at Claudia and try it out, and let us know what you think. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my experience
Sorry.
recently has been basically that. Bless you. Has been basically that there's so many new tools coming out that yeah, basically just by trying the things that other people are making, and they're open source, we can do so much.
Mm-hmm.
We can learn so much. So what should we do?
I mean, uh, I'll try and test out how Claudia works. I remember reading about that on Twitter. It just didn't ring in my mind, but I'll test it out and then we'll see. 'Cause it's open source, right? You mentioned.
Yeah. Um,
Okay, that makes things even more easier. So we could have a look at that and then come to a conclusion if we want to do it.
so yeah, let's keep moving. So the goal of today's meeting was to talk about what we're going to do next.
Hmm.
So what should we do next?
Yeah. So
Oh,
I thought you were gonna
yeah.
say
I
something,
mean,
so
we
you're
could
just
start off
yielding.
What you thought I
with
was going to say?
the worst of,
What we should do
yeah.
next? Yeah, but I feel I shouldn't say, because actually I'm not going to be. I'll be working on the other part of the editor. So
Um,
I want to see what you guys say.
for
Okay,
me,
let's go on.
yeah, I mean, for me, the first change would be integrating Versal SDK and Open Router support,
Okay.
and then I mean, we can just highlight it here in the document right now.
Where?
Just keep it in the bold font so that we know that what we need to
Okay,
do.
sure. Uh-huh.
Show this, and then the the open router support as well.
Sure. Yeah, that'll be nice. Oh,
Um,
I think they even have OAuth integration, but that can be for later. Just wanted to
yeah,
say.
yeah. And then open router, and then we have, yeah, and then ability to add terminal context will be the next thing that we would do, and then ability to use different LLM providers will actually be included with Vercel SDK, so we can highlight that as well. With that, yeah. Um, and then the next thing would be different AI more passport search. Um, yeah, the auto complete feature, I think.
It could be. Yeah, I think we're still avoiding the difficult thing, which is the editor UI, because
Yeah.
no one wants to work on it anymore.
Editor UI. Yeah. What do you think we should do with the editor UI right now? Do you mean the functionalities that and the bugs that we have with the editor and fixing those?
Yeah, I mean, we had functionalities that we had to revert because they didn't work because
Yeah.
they were too buggy.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, the apply feature was too buggy.
Yeah.
I think we should look for small things that we can add. I think we were creating PRs that were basically like getting to like 1,000 lines long,
Mm.
2,000 lines long, trying to add these features, and then afterwards we test them, and there would be Perhan. I was just saying we were creating these big features that were really long PRs, and then we test them, and then we realized they're too buggy, so we had to throw them away. And then, by the time we fixed the bugs, they had diverged from the main branch. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
we look for small things that we can do.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
yeah,
yeah. With the
All right.
anything related to the AI chat and the AI features, um, I think at this point with the apply button feature and stuff like that, I think since we are actually moving to a new architecture with the AI chat, I think we should just start fresh.
a new architecture with AI
Yeah,
chat.
a new architecture. Yeah, and throw all of the old things away.
What do you mean
Basically,
by new architecture?
basically new architecture. By new architecture, I mean um, so currently we use a specific API route for the AI chat calling. So basically moving that to what we already have with the what was the name of the API that we use now? The API client.
Oh no, oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah. So moving that to that.
Okay,
Um, so that would be the first thing, and then also the apply button feature that we currently have is has a lot of bugs, and we
okay,
also couldn't figure out how to actually use that with the Monaco merge declarations. So if we just start fresh from there, that would be actually helpful, other than just messing around with the old code, which no one
yeah,
understands.
yeah, I
But
agree. That the PR is probably not going to get merged.
exactly. So yeah, so I think yeah, and all of the other things that we have, um, like the markdown components and the code snippets in the chat and context, and those things are fine. But when we include the apply button feature and anything related to AI and editing the files in real time, that's where the basically anything to do with the AI plus editor, that's where things get really messy. So I think redoing all of that part and the architecture would be really helpful to understand for everyone
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
how everything works.
yeah. Maybe some things will be. It's already cleaned up now thanks to
Yeah,
Akile, but maybe things that will continue to be more clean,
yeah,
because
exactly. Yeah,
as he mentioned, where the AI chat and AI chat and the editor come together is basically the chaos.
yeah, exactly.
Um, and Akhilesh and I were talking about this. Oh yeah, let's assign someone to the AI chat and assign someone to the editor. it just won't work.
Yeah, it will not work. It's too messy.
So they have to work very closely together.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, and then also we would also need to, yeah. Currently, we also use Bedrock for the AI chat right now, and we have a system prompt which is basically returning the whole file each time. So that will also help with the new
Wait,
architecture.
you're using Hydra?
Hydra? No, Bedrock.
Oh, okay, never mind. Wait, what did you say? You're using what?
Bedrock. AWS Bedrock.
Oh, Bedrock.
Yeah. You heard Hydra?
Yeah.
No.
um, yeah. Bedrock. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. So the code that we have right now is pretty much understandable, but it's kind of using some of the things not very neatly. So yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think the stuff that we highlighted here should be pretty good because we also need to refactor a lot of things and refactor the architecture. So
yeah.
let's just start with these and then move on to the next ones.
Cool. So, great. So, Burhan is gonna go to Malaysia next
Oh yeah.
week. Yes,
For how long?
for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice. Hey.
Yeah. Um,
Awesome.
he's going on the. He's going backpacking.
Back.
So we'll be. Um, so for the next couple weeks, we have. It'll be mainly us, Abdul, and Victor, and Omar will be working on a couple things, but unrelated to this.
Okay.
So, and I'll be working mostly on the backend stuff, the sandbox related stuff, and the file system stuff.
Okay.
So farthest from this, but Akish, can you? Um, I will give you Victor, okay?
Okay.
And you got so you so you have a lot of manpower.
Yeah,
Um,
I do.
you got the big guns, all
Yeah.
right. And so and you if you can delegate some things to him for this for the AI chat, um, I will work with um, Abdul and Omar, uh, and when Abdul is ready, I will also pass him on to you. So uh,
Okay.
to take more of the AI chat.
Okay. I'll contact Victor this week, and we'll have a meeting about the new architecture first, and
Yeah,
then start
yeah,
implementing this.
that would be perfect.
Yeah. Let me know, Victor. I mean, I'll message you, and we'll decide a time to meet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Yeah. Just like we did with the refactor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
So that's basically, yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, guys, sick.